Hey everybody, starting a new series today. I decided to go with Anne with an E because when I was probably 9 or 10, I used to be obsessed with the Canadian movie series. I think it was like a made-for-TV type thing. But I used to get my grandmother to take me to the video store to rent the VHS versions of that. And I would rent it over and over again, the VHS. So yes, I am old. But I was so in love with Anne Shirley and Diana and Gilbert and Matthew and Marilla. Like, I love those characters so much, and the story was so great. And I knew that they had done this recent version of it, but I just never got around to watching it. But I've heard really good things, so I'm excited to see what this version of the story looks like. I've never read the books, so I don't necessarily know how faithful that TV series was versus if this is going to be even more faithful or a different take. I really have no idea. I haven't seen that Canadian version of this story since I was little, so I do remember the characters strongly just because I just loved them so much. But the details, I really don't remember that much. But it's going to be cool to see what I remember versus what I don't, and just any similarities or differences in this version. So yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into it. This is Anne with an E, episode 1. I'm guessing Matthew and Marilla.
I needed you to meet the train on time. I couldn't tolerate a lazy boy, sullen boy, no. I couldn't abide it, and I wouldn't.
They're expecting a boy. I do remember that.
Don't worry, I'm relieved to know you'll have a regular hand about the place. We bet it won't take long for Rachel to come and knock it.
Rachel, the gossipy neighbor. I remember her. I do remember quite a lot. I'm actually pretty surprised.
I told her to have their supper on the table a half hour ago.
She's clearly traumatized.
Well, I'm very glad to see you. I was beginning to be afraid that you weren't coming, and I was imagining all the things that might have happened to prevent you. I'd made up my mind that if you didn't come for me, I'd go down the track to that big wild cherry tree and climb up into it and stay all night.
That's Anne Shirley. No doubt.
So many years without the delights of a happy child and the scope of her imagination.
He's quite overwhelmed.
Always wanted a daughter.
She certainly captures the air of Anne Shirley.
That
So
cherry tree is my
that
first
was
friend
my
here on the island.
biggest hope.
Am I talking too much? People are always telling me that I do, and it seems to cause no end of aggravation.
I don't mind.
I'm so glad.
Just immediately
I know
enamored
that
by
you and I
her.
are going to get along together just fine. I cannot believe that I'm going to get to live somewhere so beautiful. Dreams don't have to come true,
Pinches
do they?
herself.
What color would you call this?
She hates her hair color.
It's red.
No, he's not some London street Arab or some French ruffian.
Oh, Rachel.
An orphan, Marilla. Well, we're not getting a girl.
Oh, Mr. Cuthbert. What do they call this place? Mr. and Mrs. Hammond were certainly vexed all the time.
You little scarecrow. This'll teach you.
Oh my God. I don't remember that at all. She was beaten.
Green Gables is real, and we're home.
There.
Oh, they're so cute.
I should have expected it. I might have known nobody would really want me.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, for heaven's sake, child, what are you doing on the ground? There's been a mistake is all. We're not going to turn you out of doors tonight.
Oh, those
What is your
huge
name?
tears.
What does it matter? Girls can do anything a boy can do, and more.
Anne
Do
Shirley
you
ahead of her
consider yourself
time.
to be delicate and incapable? Because I certainly don't. How can you call it a good night when you know this must be the very worst night I've ever had?
Marilla's never met anyone like her.
Seems a pity. And to send her back? She's so set on staying.
Matthew Cuthbert.
Oh,
Do you
the
mean to say
softest
you
of
think you're
hearts.
going to keep her?
Come on, Marilla. Oh. Marilla, don't do that.
You're taking her back, and that's final.
She's gone through so much.
I didn't say I'd hire a boy to be rid of you. It was in the hopes that you could stay.
Thank you. It's been my experience that you can nearly always enjoy something if you make up your mind firmly that you will. Of course, you must make up your mind firmly. I believe this is something that you and I have in common.
That is true.
Red-headed people can't wear pink, not even in the imagination.
No, you can.
Do you know of anybody whose hair was red when she was younger, but got to be another color when she grew up? If children are such a burden, then why do people have so many of them? It's a shame I'll never have the opportunity
What do you mean?
to be one.
Sweetheart.
You were very level-headed.
I'm used to a ruckus.
She's softening. She is too young to be taking care of little
And
kids.
Shirley, I'm just 13.
Come on, Marilla.
Well, I don't know. I didn't say Matthew and I had absolutely decided we wouldn't keep her. I'd better take her home again and talk it over with my brother. I ought
Oh,
not to decide on anything without consulting him.
I'm surprised she was able to bite her tongue with elation.
Oh, Miss Cuthbert, did you really just say that perhaps you'd let me stay at Green Gables, or did I only imagine that you did?
Oh, Matthew's gonna be so happy. No.
I'll thank you to keep your questions to yourself till we can speak in private. Don't wipe that silly grin off your face.
Please let me stay at Green Gables. Please let me be good looking when I grow up.
Oh, man.
Yours respectfully, Anne Shirley.
Get into bed, child.
She can't help but like her.
God only knows what we're getting ourselves into.
I was too excited to sleep, and I wanted to start proving to you that I should stay.
Her flower
So
crown.
easy to love Green Gables, isn't it? Wouldn't it be lovely to be a blossom?
Yesterday, you wanted to be a seagull.
She wants to be
And
everything.
The power and the glory forever. It's like a line of music.
Just get on with the business of learning it.
I saw a smile there, Marilla.
Brown is a very sensible color.
Marilla
I'll need your
knows
dress so I can
sensibility.
use it for a pattern. Puff sleeves.
You're endeared.
What with all the hubbub?
Oh,
Thank you.
what is Rachel gonna say?
I'll just come in and sit a spell, shall I? They didn't pick you for your looks. I'm sure
Oh, don't tell her that.
You are a rude, unfeeling woman. How would you like to have such things said about you? How would you like to be told that you're fat and clumsy and that you probably hadn't a spark of imagination in you? And I will never forgive you for this. Never, never!
And
Oh, Anne. She hit her where she lives. You know she cares about how she looks.
I'm not vexed. Don't worry yourself.
Sure.
I feel too sorry for you to have any anger left in my mind.
Go on. Smooth things over, can't you?
Do it for Matthew.
Very well. I'll attempt it. For you. Oh, Mrs. Lynn, I am so extremely sorry. I can never express my sorrow, no, not even if I used up a whole dictionary. Now, what I said to you was true, too, but I shouldn't have said it. Oh, Mrs. Lynn, please say you can forgive me. If you refuse,
She's selling it.
oh, it'll be a lifelong sorrow. What a poor little orphan girl. I don't remember you from the orphanage.
No, I live in town. Big family. We have a small shop, but with so many, some of us must work.
This is new. I don't remember there being a French boy in the mix. Oh.
I'll go right in.
That's a good idea. Hey.
I love Matthew so much.
I'm guessing that she and your Diana They're about the same age.
Diana's dad,
Before we permit
okay.
our children to associate with your Anne,
Go get it.
Hold her down.
Please, stop! Stop! Shall we swear to be best friends forever and ever?
Yes.
Diana says she doesn't have much imagination, but I don't think it matters since I have enough for both of us.
Yes, you do.
I'm not gonna live with a thief under my roof. You confess to stealing the brooch, or you have no future here at Green Gables.
But I didn't take it.
Confess.
I heard it make a splash as it disappeared down into the depths. I'm ever so sorry, Miss Cuthbert.
That was the story.
Pack your things.
But you said if I confessed I could stay.
Tomorrow you will go at first light.
Marilla, look for it. Go get her. Go get her.
Did I miss it? I missed the train.
Well, not to worry. You got on, all right?
Oh, she's on it. Oh, they ended it there. Why? Oh, Anne. Well, that was pretty wonderful. God, I love being back in this world. It was pretty familiar to me. You know, subtle differences. But Anne, the actress that plays her, really does get the soul of Anne Shirley. So that was my biggest hope, that I would feel that, and I do. So that was wonderful. The biggest difference I would say is they're really exploring Anne's past trauma and just how she's currently dealing with that. I thought that was great. You know, they didn't really have time to do that in those made-for-TV movies. So this is pretty wonderful in that regard, just because you know, she's an orphan girl who's been through so much that, you know, we've seen the flashbacks of, and there's probably more that we don't even know about. So it was really good to see how that is currently affecting her, just all that she's gone through. And I hope they keep exploring that, because in the version I saw, you know, Anne Shirley was, you know, self-assured, verbose, just curious about the world and just full of life, and she is that in this. But the darker side of what she's gone through was never really explored, and this just was so great about that. I want to know more. Matthew and Marilla were fantastic. Very, very good casting all around. I already have such a deep connection with their relationships to Anne, and I can't believe it ended there. I can't believe it ended in such a sad note. I don't remember if the brooch storyline was a thing, but they can't do this again. Like, once they hopefully get her back, they've got to get her back. They have to. But they've got to, like, say, okay, you're here for good. We're not going to just say every little thing that you could possibly do, you'll be sent away for. She needs the stability that they can give her. And so hopefully once that happens, Anne can start feeling truly at home. Yeah, so that was like an hour and a half, which is damn near like a little mini movie. So we got a lot. I'm so glad we got Diana. I wasn't sure if we would get her right away, but their instant connection, their bond, their friendship right away. So excited about. Anne needs that, especially seeing, you know, the flashback of how she's been treated before by girls her age. So yeah, that just makes that bond that they'll continue to grow and have be so strong. And I love that. Ugh, I love Anne Shirley. I love this story. I love Matthew and Marilla so much. So good. I mean, you have Rachel, the busybody neighbor. I remember the blow up she had is something that happened in the made for TV movie. She did that really well. That little girl, she's such a good actress. They did a really good job. I guess, yeah, the major difference would be I don't even know if it's a difference, but the French boy as a helper, he might be somebody that is an actual person that we learn more about, get to hang out with Anne maybe. We didn't see Gilbert at all. I'm sure she'll be starting school once they get that whole situation with her being on the train situated. Like, oh, I can't believe that happened. She's gonna be so sad. This was just really good. Like, it was everything I wanted it to be. I was a little worried that it wasn't gonna live up to my memories of what I knew about the story, or that I just wouldn't connect with the castings of these characters, but right away they did a fantastic job. So I'm so excited to go forward, hoping we can get even more details that those movies that I saw didn't have time for. Like, this is a series, so we're gonna get to explore and branch out, and that's so exciting. I just love it so much. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reaction. I should have one at least one a week. We'll see how that goes. But I will have my Patreon that you can watch the full episodes with me if you want to. Also, they'll have early access. I'll try to have a few episodes posted ahead on there. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. I'm excited to go forward. Excited to be back in this world. Green Gables. Love it so much. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.